This is Parker Ross, and in the audience there's Ivan, who's our foreign exchange student from Vietnam, Parker's grandma, Parker's brother, Parker's mom, and myself.
Imagine your whole world being turned upside down. You and your family are forced to evacuate the city, leaving your house and everything in it. You don't know what to do or where to go. This is how many communities feel as a hurricane is en route towards them. A hurricane can cause devastating effects to anything and everything in its path. Dictionary.com describes a hurricane to be a storm of the most intense severity. These natural phenomena not only leave a lasting impact on people, but on a community as a whole. According to the world-renowned news source, CNN News, both Katrina and Harvey cost $125 billion in damage. These costs are often go towards restoring the social, economic, and environmental success in communities. Let's take a look at the social impacts that a hurricane leaves on a community. An often overlooked consequence of hurricanes is the social interaction in damaged communities. This is due to physical and mental trauma inflicted on individuals as they are in the path of a tropical cyclone. In these situations, many families are faced with tough decisions of either fleeing their home or waiting out the storm. Many times, these families are often forced from their homes because of the strength of the storm. According to the balance writer, Kimberly Amadio, Hurricane Harvey displaced over 39,000 people in Texas, who were forced to seek safety in shelters. Another social impact is the financial burden put on families. Some struggle to afford temporary transportation and housing, and then return home and find their homes irrevocably damaged. Those who wait out the storm have risk to disease. With extreme amounts of rainfall, disease can come through the flooding. Louis Iverson, an associate professor of global health and social medicine, states the following: every time there is an increase in rainfall in Haiti, we see an increase in number of cholera cases. Hurricanes not only have a social impact, but a harsh economic impact. Regularly hit coastal areas rely on tourism and fishing industries to stay and remain economically afloat. In wake of a strong hurricane, these industries are often left facing extreme hardships as they try to regain their structural integrity as fully functional forms of income. To even more stress the local impact, transportation is hindered by extreme flooding and road damage. This does not allow any exports or imports to be made. Not only do hurricanes affect locally, but they also ripple across the nation as gas prices waver. According to a study done by the AAA, the average cost of a gallon of regular unleaded gas went up from $2.34 to $2.40 in a span of a week after Hurricane Harvey. Hurricanes not only affect the economy, but it also affects the environment. While we are left after hurricanes rebuilding the excessive structural damage, environmental communities are often left to do the same on their own. When native habitats are subject to extreme amounts of rain, wind, and flooding, important waterways and areas inhabited by endangered species often pollute, forcing them to rebuild. The polluted waterways can also spell disaster for nearby water treatment plants vital to the community. Another environmental impact on a community is the reduction of endangered species, specifically the Puerto Rican parrot. According to HurricaneScience.org, these parrots decreased in numbers from 47 individuals to 23 individuals after Hurricane Hugo. The reduction of flora and fauna also leads to a decline in bioproductivity, which in turn impacts the environmental success as those who try to reach ecological succession. In conclusion, hurricanes leave temporary and long-term damage, mental and physical trauma. It hurts tourism and fishing industries, and it leaves massive reduction on endangered species. Hurricanes are becoming more frequent and aggressive, making the threat of impact serious. Hurricanes affect communities socially, economically, and environmentally. On a last note, the Center for Science Education states the following: while there is no way to stop a hurricane from hitting the coastal area, people in communities near the coast usually have a few days warning as a hurricane approaches. That's enough time to get out of harm's way before the storm arrives. Safety should always come first. Thank you.